How you doing, guys? Instead of doing a Facebook Live again, I figured I would actually just screen capture this stuff and record a video because then I can pause it and show you rather than waiting. You guys who are patiently waiting for me to come up with some results whilst I was live on Facebook. And of course, with a screen capture on Facebook, you can't like flip in and out of versions of CM without cancelling the live feed. So I thought this would be a much easier way. So what we're going to do, this FY, this is an experiment, literally just to see because. As you guys know from watching me play constantly with online games or my individual games live on Facebook, I play all the latest patches all the time, and I have myself, Jeffrey, Mikey, and a lot of people have found that there's so many more red cards, bookings, and things like this happening on the later patches that are really frustrating, and it feels like I'd say playing the game for years and years and years non-stop. You get a feel for a difference in the way the game plays, and the game does feel very different. So I'm making a video. What I'm going to do is a manager holiday in the ODB. I've just done the first season, and I showed you live on Facebook the results. But obviously, I just realised I should screen capture it and record it in a video where I could pause. But now, obviously, the results are gone, and the only thing we can see is that the worst discipline of the teams was Fulham with 3 yellow cards, 55 yellows and 3 reds. But we do know that Man United had 7 red cards, but a lot less yellows. So we added up the total number of yellow red cards this season, and it came to I think about 50. What I am going to do now is quickly show that video just so we have it on record. So let's go to my. In fact, it'll be on the Chatman page when it won't be on mine. All right. So we're just gonna quickly look at that bit of the recording just so we have it on here. If it loads up. Alright, here we go. So let's have a quick look. I wasn't supposed to fucking play this game. Let's turn it down a bit as well. Right,
Right, okay, anyway, on to the more important shit. Red cards, okay, so you can see at the top the date team Man United, so it's fairly accurate. With 7. So we see that in the V4, V5, right? That there is generally a team that has that many sending offs. It's normally my club, my team with my settings. I have 4 red cards in this, okay? But more importantly, look at the total number of red cards. I think me and Dave added it up last time to it equated to almost 2 red cards per weekend. So it was about 76 red cards in total. Let's add this up: 13, 18, 23, 27, 31, 35, 38, 41, 44, 47, 49, 51. Ipswich were the next one, wasn't it? 51, 53, 55, 58. So there's about 20 less red cards this season. 20 less yellow cards. I'm not counting all them up, but you can see the average is probably, I'd say the average for here, you're looking at around 30 maybe, if you're looking at the midpoint, 33, 34. We'll go by the middle. The middle number is 35, 36 roughly. That's the average, let's say. But we got 40, so slightly above average on that. But middle of the road, it wasn't an excessive season with our tactics. We did okay. Obviously, certain teams, I think with Man United, I mean, I imagine Roy Keane got a lot of reds. You got 11 yellows and 1 red. Nicky Butts, I think, it's got high top. Let's have a look. Selection. So Mikel Silvestre, okay, I think he's unlucky. He's not a dirty player. Darren Fletcher got 1. Ronnie Johnson, he's quite an aggressive player. Yeah, it kind of spread out to be fair. John O'Shea. 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they didn't get any red cards in any of the cups. It's interesting. So yeah, who were mine? Babel, Berger, Hippier, Redknapp. I had a few more in the cups. Keeper was sent off. So a little bit spread out. So I had about 7 red cards, but they were spread out in all tournaments, which is fair enough. But in general, that's that. All right, guys. So I'm going to leave that. I'm going to come back in about an hour, and we're going to.
All right, guys. So yeah, that was what I recorded live on Facebook. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to pause. I'm going to do another season on the ODB. We're going to look back at the yellows and reds, tally it up, and then I'm going to do the same on the V5 patches. Get a similar reading off of those. I'll pick a game at random that I've got going. I'll just manage a holiday as a test. But yeah, all right, that's where we're at the moment, guys, and I'll see you back shortly. All right, I just wanted to point out as well. I forgot to mention. In all of these manager holidays and these testings, I will be using the same tactic, my cope tactic. It will be all hard tackling, just so it's completely the same throughout. It'll be normal mentality, hard tackling. It'll be the same formation for all of these manager holiday tests. All right, so we will get an exactly even idea of within reason, because obviously there'll be certain players in each update that will have different dirtiness levels. But I mean, I don't think there's anyone at Liverpool really that has a high tolerance. Is a very dirty player, but and the latest patches there isn't really anyone either. I mean, bear in mind, I think Liverpool got 1 red card in real life last year. Well, it was Mane, and that was an accidental red. We don't have a dirty side, so you imagine no one in the updated patches. I could go into the details, but I don't really need to look. There's no dirty players in the updated patch. And the ODB, I think Gerrard has some level of dirtiness. I think Hippier gets a few reds. So does Henchos. But then I wouldn't say they're dirty players. I mean, Gerrard was back in the day, and he could do something normally. But yeah, but anyway, I'm just going from memory because obviously what I did on the first season of this ODB, as I said online on the Facebook group, was I played a season and bought and sold players. I was playing a game, but I used the end of that, the second season of that, as the manager holiday test, so the players won't all be the same anyway. But yeah, I just want to say that it'll be the same tactics, the same tackling intensity, just on the different patches. Obviously different players, but it'll give us a rough idea. We're not just looking at Liverpool and my team, we're looking at the whole league in general as well, so just thought I'd point that out. Okay, we're back. End of the second season. Let's have a look. So red cards, top is Blackburn. You see we ended up with 5 this time. Other total was 11, 16, 21, 26, is that right? Yeah, 26, 31, 35, 39, 43, 46, 49, 52, 55, 58 down to Sheffield United, 58, 61, and what's that, 5? So 66 yellow cards, so slightly more red cards in total. 66 red cards this time. And the yellow cards, it's fairly consistent again. The middle of the road is about 35, 36. So roughly the same amount, slightly more red cards this season, a slightly dirtier season. I'm probably going to run one more season on this simulation just to see how it goes. What I will look at as well, though, as we did last season, is total reds. So Liverpool had a total amount of reds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 red cards in total all season, including league and cup, which is fine. Let's have a look at a different Blackburn. So they probably played a lot less cup games, so this may not be accurate. Red cards, 5, 7. So they had 7 in total as well. Let me look at more stats. Man United. Man U only got 3 red cards all year. That's incredible. So yeah, well that's where we're at with that. Maybe I'll look at a different team. Arsenal 3 red cards.
So definitely Liverpool been treated quite harshly by the look of it, which is amazing when you think Man United do have Roy Keane and they have. Let's have a look at Keane. Where are you? Played 35. 7 yellows, no, not 1 red card. So he's had a really clean season. And Arsenal had Vieira, who's also quite prone to a red, who isn't there. Wow, okay, that may be why. Signs Zidane though. Wow. Vieira to Barcelona. Okay. Yeah, 10 yellows. All right. So, but you get the idea. That's the amount on there. I think. Do I need to run another one? I think that's pretty. I think that's pretty conclusive. I mean, that's the worst season so far. That 5 reds and 55 yellows. I think we'll leave it there on this one. I can always come back to it. I'm going to run a simulation on the V5. I'll get it. I'll be back in it. In fact, we can do that now quickly. Yeah, test. I need to pick a game, really. Trying to think what would be a good game to pick. Right, I don't know which game to restore. Let's just do my Liverpool one on there. I really want a game near the end of the season, so it'll be quicker. So I'll have a look, see what we got. Right, where are we? Yeah, it's not too bad. We're in the first season. Let's save as test. So tactic, I'm going to load up the same formation I use. It's not, okay. Which is this one. Hard tackling. Yeah. Let's set that to mixed because it's the V5. Actually, let's just do that. Save. Alright, so that's the formation, that's the tactics. Liverpool. Let's have a quick look. We're nearly halfway through a season. That's where we're looking at for reds, which is amazing, to be fair. Yellow cards, 30. Alright, so 2 red cards altogether so far. Alright, so I'm going to go on manager holiday as I did in the last one. Don't really care. I should use current match tactics and that's it. Yep, done. Alright guys, and I'll see you in a bit. Alright, bye. Hi people, so we're back. End of the first season. Some very interesting stuff I just looked up. So let's go straight to the reds and yellows team stats. Red cards in general are roughly not that dissimilar. I think it's been a very fortunate season because when I show you the yellow cards, I mean we count out the red cards, what's that? 11, 16, 21, 26, 30, 34, 38, 42, 46, 50, 54, 56 down to Liverpool, 59, 61, 63, 65, 67 is still worse than it was in the worst season on the ODB, but here's where it's much worse. Yellow cards. The average on the ODB was around 36, 35, around 10th, 9th place, and the most was around 50 to 60.
you can see not only in my top, but the amount of yellow cards handed out is almost, I wouldn't say it's double, but it's a lot more. It's like I don't know, probably about 20 more yellow cards on average. Uh, at the extreme, I suppose not on average, about 15 to 20 on average more yellow cards for everyone. If you look at the individual club red cards, I still got 6 red cards. I think we probably got a little bit lucky we didn't get more red cards because when you get that many yellows, you're bound to double up. And that's something we've seen recurring on the V5 patch quite a lot is silly second yellow cards, kicking the ball away, furious at the ref. This happens so much more on the V5 for some reason. Something we didn't look at on the ODB is the strictness and fairness of the refs and the average rating. There's so many. Look at that, 15 red cards per. He's supposed to be a fair ref, by the way. Harshness fair. 15 red cards in 36 games. Nearly every other game he sends someone off, and 132 yellow cards. This is another area where we feel like there may be a problem, maybe with the refs. We're not sure, but anyway, that's that season done. Let's look at who else was higher. We generally look at Man United. They got red cards. Here we go. Look at this. This is disgusting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 red cards. Wow, wow. That's a lot. And I think Liverpool would have probably got close to that if. But I do think we got lucky. This is for red cards. This is one of the lowest I've ever seen on the V5 patch. But in regards to yellow cards, what am I doing? When it regards to yellow cards, this is average. To be honest, Chelsea, how many red cards did they get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they got a solid 6. West Ham. It's hard to judge on teams that they got 6 as well. Is that right? Yeah, it's hard to judge on teams that may not have played as many games throughout the season. Maybe someone like Man City. Wow, all the way down there, lucky boys. Even they've got 1, 2, 3, 4. They got 8 red cards, so it's still quite a lot. So what we're going to do, we're going to keep doing it. We're going to do another season, and we're going to keep an eye on that. But yeah, it's really interesting. The amount, there's much more yellows. Red cards look the same, but I think that's more luck than judgment, to be honest, because we could have easily doubled up more on red cards. But anyway, let's do another season, and I'll be back soon. Hi guys, I just saw something on the feed. I'm going to return from holiday because FA imposed fine. This I'm getting all the time on the V5. I'm always getting fined. Let's have a look then. It's near the end of the season. I should really carry on. I just saw that pop up. Fucking hell. Right, okay, so 10 red cards. 65 yellow cards so far. Phenomenal. And yeah, that's incredible. Alright, so the season's not even done yet. How many games is there left? It's near the end of this. Can't be many. 5 games. Alright, I'm going to carry on with the manager holiday, but I'm going to keep recording because I want to show you something. Yeah, carry on. Yeah, cool. Right, I was looking up something online just now, and I know it's a game and it's not real life, but I was looking up disciplinary records for the Premier League. To put that Premier League, yeah, that do. Okay, and I looked on. It was, I think it was on here, but so I thought I'd have a look because you never know. I'm not going to count up all the yellows. I'm going to go straight to red cards from where are they? Red cards. And I'm going to go last year, 2017-18. Just get an idea of how many red cards there are. And I counted up 37 in total in the Premier League last year, okay? So we got, I don't know what you can see. I'm going to shrink the screen. So hopefully it can. Alright, you can see most of this now, right? Okay. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 down to Andy Carroll. 14, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 22 there, and the last page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 down to Van La Parra. 14, 15, 16, 17. So yeah, 37 red cards in total all season in the Premier League last year. So I just thought I'd point that out. And again, I understand it's a game; it's not going to be spot on, but the idea is to make it as comparable as possible, so the playability is as fun and realistic as possible without taking away the fun side of playability. You understand? And if you look at the ODB, even the ODB had like 50 odd red cards in a season. We all accept that. We all understand that that's the ODB. You're not going to fuck about with the original game. We all love the original game. We all love the game. But the fact that on the V5 somehow there are almost twice as many, it feels like, red cards and even injuries. Anyone that plays the game regularly will feel like you get so many more injuries as well. And I don't know, my theory may be something to do with the fact that you've times the values, and I don't know if exactly that means just monetary or whether there's something in the game has expanded the amount of red cards and stuff. I don't know if it's something to do with the referees. But yes, there's definitely something wrong with this patch, and I say it not to be an asshole. To be honest, I say it because I really want the game. I love what you've done, like what you've done with the V5 patch. I think it's amazing. It keeps the game current. It's just this side, because there's no point having all these great new features if when you play the game you want to smash your laptop up because you're getting a red card like every other game. You know, it really kills the fun. And I know myself, Jeffrey on the forum, Mikey James Offside Trap, we play a lot together, and honestly, it's infuriating the amount of stuff that happens that is nothing like how we're used to playing on CM. And it was already harsh enough, really, with the ODB, a lot of red cards, you get some injuries, yet fine. But on the V5, it's really so much more that it's very, very hard to accept a lot of the time, because I mean, we looked at, even for example, the last season we managed a holiday and we saw Man United got like 11 or 12 red cards, was it? Now, let's say, for example, they went all the way in all the competitions and played about 60 games. They got a man sent off nearly every 6 games. That's extreme. That's extreme. That's this patch. Like on the ODB, we saw the most was about 7 red cards a season so far. We've done 2 seasons on that one, and even that's kind of a lot. I mean, when you bear in mind Liverpool got, I think, one red card last year when Mane against Man City. I don't think we got another red card all season in any competition. So when you're getting even 7 on the ODB regularly, when you're getting close to double that on this patch, you have to realise there's something wrong. So I don't know what it is you guys can fix. I'm just saying this just so you can be aware, and maybe you guys may know how to fix this problem, because it's really killing the fun on these patches of playing the game. The game should be down to getting your tactics right, buying good players and finding players and trying out new tactics, not I hope I don't get a man sent off that costs me the game. And I know some people say, well, you're playing hard tackling. Do you know what? I have played normal tackling for a very long time. It doesn't make any difference. I can run simulations, but I promise you, normal tackling to hard tackling, I get just as many reds and yellows. And if you want, then I'll do one more season on this on normal tackling. And bear in mind, it's my assistant manager taking charge, so he may be using my shape, but he decides if we go attacking, normal, what's tackling to press. Like in fact, let's click off this just to prove this, because I was thinking that myself. That maybe my assistant manager has protected some people on yellow cards that I wouldn't do personally. Let's go to a fixture. Home to Man City. Okay, he started off. Maybe we'll have to. No, they're still just playing mine. Okay, that's pretty cool. I saw on the last one though that. Perhaps there's no way of telling it then. Nah, just using my tactic. That's fine. Okay, but I will simulate then. I'll simulate a season with normal tackling. What's left? How many games? We've got 2 left. We'll carry on with this. Sorry. and then we'll have a little look around at the final tallies of reds and yellows, and then we'll do another one on the V5 patch with normal tackling set as my. And I know it's not going to be exactly, but I'm telling you, it won't make any difference. I thought that a while ago when I started playing the V5. I thought there's a lot of reds and injuries, and I thought, well, if I take my tackling down to normal, I won't get as many reds. Maybe I won't get as many. Maybe they fixed that kind of disparity, because in the ODB it didn't really make any difference if you played hard tackling or not. And I thought, well, that was kind of strange. It never really made any difference, except if you didn't play hard tackling, your players didn't win as many battles, which eventually actually cost you. So you had to play hard tackling, really. But I thought maybe you fixed it, and then I realised I played normal tackling, and it was worse, because not only was I getting the red cards and injuries still, I was actually losing games due to the fact that my defenders weren't winning their battles. So I will see this season, and I will do a season. Wow, loving my formation. Non-with Bob, by the way, of course. Oh, we got battered. Sorry, I've got to check this out. Oh, robbed. Karius on a 4. Fuck off. I mean, oh my god. Oh my god. Actually, I just realised something. I mean, people say CM isn't realistic. Have a look at that. A 3-1 loss to Real Madrid in the Champions League final, what Karius costs us. I mean, Salah injured as well. This is fucking freaky. Alright, this is fucking freaky, Jesus. I mean, he didn't score, and the scorers were totally different, but, I mean, look at that. Look at that. Just fix the red cards, guys, and you've got a very accurate game. Yeah. Wow, okay, we've got one more Premier League game, right? No, okay, so that's the season, right, finished. Let's have a look at the final tally. How the fuck did we end up winning the league? I thought we were doing shit. We must have scraped that. Chelsea lose the last game of the season. Drew lost there. Yeah, they had a little bit of a shitty running. Wow. So yeah, I'll show you my tactic as well. And that's my tactic. That's my cope tactic anyway. Just for you guys. Completely non-Wibbob. I don't do Wibbob. It's too easy. Right. So reds and yellows ended up with 10 red cards. 10 red cards. That's a red card nearly every 4 games in the Premier League. Let's count up the total in the Premier League. 18, 24, 30, 35, 39, 43, 47, 51, 55, 59, 63, 67, 71 down to Southampton, 75, 78, 81, 84, 86, 88 red cards in the Premier League. Man, that is more than 2 every fixture. Every week sets of fixtures, there's more than 2 red cards. And like I said, in real life, 37. On the ODB, we looked at it was roughly 50 something. 87 yellow cards. Look at this. This is more like the season I'm used to. I'll be honest with these amount of reds and yellows. The average 46. Average is roughly the same. But you look at the extremes, Man United, Liverpool's, the teams that played. Look at this at the top level. They're all up here. Burnley, fucking hell. So yeah, it's a massive extreme of yellow cards, a massive rise. Let's have a look at more stats. Let's have a look at total reds for the season. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 red cards in a season. Liverpool got 1 red card last year in real life. 13 red cards. Let's look at Man United, who are high up on this list. I'm only looking at a lot of the clubs that went far in competitions, because obviously they would have played more games. Reds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they had 8. That's still a lot. 8 is still a lot of red cards in a season, but 8. Man City, I bet they played easy tackling all season or something. They only had 4. Fair enough. Yeah, Man City. Who else? I should look at Chelsea. Chelsea had 1, 2, 3, 5 red cards. And Tottenham will be another one that played a lot of games.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red cards in a season. But you get my point, guys. I mean, look at these stats for red cards in the league. The yellow cards, it's massively exploded. Referee stat, I don't know if it has anything to do with the refs. The amount of, it's just unbelievable. So yeah, I definitely need to look into it. Right, we're going to run another season though. And again, I'm only saying this so maybe you guys can fix this. But I'm going to run another season. I'm going to set my tactics to normal. I guess we could even do easy, I guess. But no, we'll do normal because no one plays easy tackling, Jesus. And we're going to run one more season. What's the time? It's 10 to 5. Going to be watching some Champions League soon. Alright, let's go on manager holiday. And I will see you guys in a bit. Alright, hi guys. I just had a thought while they're doing the season updates. I'm going to put my tactics back to hard for this season. I want 3 seasons in a row of the same to get some continuity of the results. I don't want it to be a comparison between hard and normal tackling. I just want it to be a comparison between the amount of red cards you get on the ODB compared to the new patches. So I'm going to put them back as hard and have hard, and I want 3 seasons of stats to look at the end of it. So I'm going to put that back for this and then go back on holiday. But I just want to clarify that so when we look back at the end of the season, we know what's up, if you like. Alright, see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so just another holiday season done. I do feel, from what I can tell from the season as it was going on, Newcastle were top of the league for a bit, so fair play. Chelsea end up winning it. But onto the important issue. Let's see what the red cards, yellow cards saying. Fucking hell. This is what I'm saying, guys. This is kind of an average season for when I play. 9 red cards in the Premier League. 71 yellows. So there you go. It's not in my head. Red card throughout the season. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 red cards throughout the season. Let's have a look at someone else. Chelsea went quite far in a lot of tournaments, I think. Actually, no, I don't think they did they? Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 red cards for Chelsea. Spurs went all the way to Europa League final. They didn't get too many. 1, 2, 3, 5. Man United. Only got 4. Lucky boys. Man City, obviously, never get many. 5. But yeah, like I said, it's just phenomenal. Like, no one gets that many cards. Let's see the total. We've got 16, 22, 28, 34, 39, 43, 47, 51, 55, 59, 62, 65, 68 on Newcastle, 71, 73, 75, 78 red cards in the league. That is phenomenal. And the average for 10th place, again, 42. It's a lot higher than most. 71 for Liverpool. It's ridiculous. The amount of we want teams. Pretty short. Yeah, look at that. His first season wasn't too bad. But as you see the seasons go on, the yellow cards stack up. Like I said in that second season, even the first season, I think we probably got a bit lucky that we didn't get double yellows in most games. But then as the season goes on, the reds get worse and worse. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to the ODB. I am going to load up one more and test out one more season on the ODB. I don't know why I press restart. I'll be back in a sec. Yeah, alright guys, so it's pretty much about to load up. So yeah, I'm going to test. I'm going to load up the ODB. I'm going to do one more season and I'll let that play in the background and we'll come back. And then we've got 3 of each on the same formation, same settings. I know it's different players, but you should still not get nowhere near as many reds
as we've been getting. So yeah, I'll just to double check history teams. Worst discipline, 5 reds, 3 reds, 4 reds. But look at the yellow cards. I think it's the yellow cards could be the difference in what's going on, because obviously so many yellow cards in the other one. You're going to double up. You're going to get a lot. I mean, I've seen it since so many double up of yellow cards, and like for frustration and things like that. But the amount of red cards are so much less as well in the ODB. So yeah. Anyway, we're gonna do another one, Manager Holiday. Let's have a quick look, team, just so you can see. There you go. And yeah, let's go again, and I'll come back, and it'll be the last thing I do regarding this little test. But yeah, let's do it. See you in a bit, guys. Okay, guys, we're back for the final bit of this test, and let's have a look at the team stats. Red cards. Wow. So there you go. Sometimes 2 teams didn't even get a fucking red card. Liverpool got 2 red cards, and the top yellow cards was 54 and 56. So as you can tell, the actual totals are much different. Let's have 12, 22, 27, 31, 35, 39, 42, 45, 47, 49, 51, 53 on Fulham, 55, 57, 60 red cards. So this is how many seasons in? 4 seasons in, and still the total number of red cards each season. Teams. Worst discipline. As you can see, a consistent number of yellow cards each season compared to a fairly consistent number of reds. You're looking at roughly double for each of number of reds for the teams. But yellow cards are only increased by about 20. But I do believe that excess is causing the extra red cards. You know, because you've 20 extra yellow cards on top of the ones, you're going to get a lot of people. Some people are dirty, and others are going to then draw an extra foul in a game maybe. But you can tell the massive difference between this one and the V5. Even if we look, I mean, Liverpool only got 2 fucking. I mean, I dream of a season where I play as Liverpool. Let's have a look. More attributes, so we're on it. It was 2 red cards all year. What about Man United? 3 red cards all season. I mean, I'm not saying this to be a pain in the ass, because I am naturally a bit moany, but I'm only saying it so hopefully you can fix it, because I want the game to be as good as it possibly can be, and I think there's definitely an issue with the patch for red cards, and I'm hoping you guys can fix it, because I think not only me but a lot of other people will enjoy playing it a lot more when the red cards aren't going through so frequently. But yeah, I mean, I even noticed some other stuff in the playability where the injuries seem a lot, but I think injuries happen in a lot in this one as well. So don't quote me on the injuries, but it just feels different when you're playing it, and the red cards are a big bugbear. So I don't think there's anything else I can really look at. Is there anything else I should do? But I'm hoping this is enough. I hope no one's upset by me pointing out a failure, but a flaw. But I just do it so we can all enjoy the game. That's all. We all love the game. So yeah. All right. Cool. I'll leave it there, and hopefully we'll see some differences in the new update. So happy playing, people.